Hello and welcome to today's video. I'm here in the HappyFabric UK studio. My name is Jamie and today I'm going to be talking to you about the different ways that the different tools that you can use to set up your own business from home. So decorating, personalisation and heat printing. So if you don't already know us, at HappyFabric UK, we specialise in heat printing. So things like heat presses, cutting machines, heat transfer vinyl. Some of you might know it as iron-on vinyl, all sorts of things that you'll need to get started. So lots of our customers start off as hobby crafters or crafters, and then they progress into creating their own small business when they feel they're ready to sell their products. So this could be an Etsy or an eBay store, something like that. But there's lots of different options and it can be really tricky to know how to get started. There's a lot of questions that we get a lot of the time. So today's video should be really helpful for you if you're starting to think about getting some tools to start a business or even just considering what you might need to make your dream a reality. So with that in mind, we're going to be talking about decorating t-shirts, hoodies, textiles, so tote bags, all sorts of different things, and what you'll need to get going. The obvious jump from crafting to selling your products is quality. So not only do you want to be proud of the products you make and confident in them, you need your customers to be as well. So that means that they'll come back and buy from you and you won't be dealing with returns and complaints and things like that. So the number one thing we're looking for when we're starting our business and looking at tools is that quality. Are they going to save me time, money, and are they going to produce high quality stuff for me to start selling and growing my business? So the first thing you're going to need in terms of heat printing tools, and the key part of all of this, is a heat press. So your key piece of kit needs to have three things. So make sure you achieve these three things when you're looking at a heat press to invest in. And those are, can you control the time? So it's really critical when you're applying things like HTV or transfers or even sublimation, you get the timing precise and accurate. So you'll need to be able to control the time. You also need to be able to control the temperature. So again, you might fluctuate between different materials that you're applying. So you need to be able to get an accurate temperature and an even temperature as well. So for example, across the heat plate of a HappyPress 4, it's an even temperature throughout, which means that the edges of your vinyl won't miss out on that perfect heat. So far we've got the time, we've got the temperature, but the third element is something that a lot of people miss when they're investing in a heat press, and that is pressure. So you need to be able to control the pressure as well. So on a HappyPress 4, for example, it's got adjustable pressure, which is this black wheel here. So it's really handy. Not only can you control the pressure you're applying to an item, but you can also move between thicker items, thinner items, and it's taking that effort out of the process. So for example, you might be seeing lots of options online that claim to be a handheld press. There really technically isn't such a thing because you can't control that pressure. You'd have to really press hard on your arms. Some of you might already be doing this with an iron in your craft projects, but you really need to take that effort away from yourself with a heat press so that you get that perfect even pressure from the machine. So those are your three things to look for in a heat press: time, temperature, and pressure. Can you adjust all three? And those three ingredients are going to give you the perfect quality application of anything that you're popping onto your t-shirts, bags, and whatever you're creating. So with this in mind, I'm going to walk you quickly through the HappyPress 4 and the features, sizes, and things like that are available to you, and the cost and things like that. So for example, this is our A3 size HappyPress 4. And don't forget as well, if you do have any questions as we go, pop them in the comments and I will address them towards the end when we look at the questions. So this is our HappyPress 4 in A3. We also have them with an A4 footprint. So depending on the size of your workspace or the size of things that you're printing. So for example, if it was something like this, then A4 would be absolutely fine. I would recommend future-proofing yourself because maybe you'll want to do bigger designs or something one day. That is why it's quite handy to have the A3. You can press smaller items on it as well. We've got a great video of that on our YouTube and Facebook as well, where you use things like heat pillows to get smaller areas. So you can press all sizes on these machines. Another really cool thing is that you've got the pull-out drawer. So not only does this mean that you can thread a t-shirt or something onto the plate, you can get all the way around it. But if you're applying something really detailed or you're trying to center your design or place it in a certain place, your hands are away from this heat and into this pull-out drawer. It does come all the way out. So all of our Happy Press 4s come with that feature. Again, you've got the adjustable heat, temperature, and time, those 3 key elements. But you've also got the option to add on auto open. So if you're wondering what auto open is, just pop this press down. So when the timer finishes, the press will simply open all by itself. So again, really handy when you're looking at creating lots of projects at scale. If you're working from home or a busy environment, you need to go open the door, prepare your next design, answer the phone. If you've got kids or pets running around that you need to attend to, you've got that peace of mind to know, okay, my press is going to open itself no matter what, so you don't worry about overcooking or leaving your press unattended. So something to consider as well. So in terms of price point for a machine by itself, it starts at just £360 for our Happy Press 4s with that A4 footprint. So really, really good quality for a really quite impressive price, considering you've got the pull-out drawer and adjustable features. To add on auto open is an additional £60. We have got offers on at the moment. So our highest price point for a Happy Press 4 is our largest machines with the additional auto open, which is only £495, so still comfortably under £500, which is really quite impressive. And at the moment, as I was about to say, was if you subscribe to our mailing list, you get an additional 10% off. So really incredible offer on price. And we'll talk about how you can get a discount off of multiple machines. So things like the cutting machines we're going to talk about, the presses, vinyl, things like that. So you can actually get an equipment bundle. So you can start your entire business with all your tools for less money. But as I said, we'll look at that towards the end. So now we've looked at our main piece of kit. So what we're going to apply our materials with, what we're going to decorate our clothes using. We need to talk a little bit about what you're putting under the press. So with the Happy Press 4, for example, because you've got that adjustable pressure, you can press things of different thicknesses. So thin t-shirts like this, or you can even do gym wear, you can do thicker sweatshirts. You can actually even press kind of flat wooden decorations, all sorts of different things. And in terms of where to get those blank items, once you start looking at opening your business, you can actually go to a wholesaler for these clothing and accessories in bulk for a great price. So I think starting around £2 to £4 per t-shirt, which is amazing if you think of the end price you can be selling for. And you can get these from places like Ralawise. So RALAWISE. So that's just an example of a wholesaler where you can get these blank items from, so that you're not purchasing, for example, from somewhere like Primark or anywhere like that. You can get them from a reliable source in really big quantities if you need them. So that's in terms of our press and also our blanks. But what are we going to decorate them with? And this is where a lot of people struggle, because they hear lots of things about sublimation, heat transfer vinyl, iron-on vinyl, which is actually the same thing, just a different name, which can be quite confusing. And then you've also got heat transfers as well. So I'm going to try and demystify this and simplify it a little bit for you so that you can see what might be the best option for you in terms of skill set and affordability, and also what you're looking to do with a business. So we will start with option 1, so heat transfer vinyl. So heat transfer vinyl comes in different sizes, again, depending on how many orders, what kind of orders you're making. I would say this is a great option for people that are looking to start a business with quite low volume of orders or really custom designs, things like that. But also if you're looking for some kind of special finishes. So things like glitter, something like that, or flocked vinyl, so slightly raised with a soft finish, different things like that. So I've got some more glitter over here. So little sparkly things like that. So what you'll need to work with HTV professionally, while it can be cut with scissors, we would recommend for your business that you invest in a cutting machine. So let me just grab our cutting machine here. So this is one that we've got in the studio. We sell on our website, the Silhouette brand, which is brilliant, premium quality, perfect for businesses. So this is the Silhouette Cameo 4. And what a cutting machine does is you feed your HTV into it, cut out your design, and then you will need something like a weeding tool to get rid of the excess vinyl before you can apply it to your t-shirt or bag or whatever you're creating. So if you're working with heat transfer vinyl, which again, really good if you're operating at low volume, like custom orders, and if you're looking for special finishes. It also means that you can fulfill your orders really quickly. So again, if you get that custom order in for something really precise, you can pop it into your cutting machine. If you're working from home, any time of day or night, you can create that instantly and apply that with your heat press. So that's our first option. Heat transfer vinyl starts at just about $185, $195 for an A4 sheet of HappyFlex, which is our smooth finish. Again, we've got a range of finishes, over 300 colours to choose from. So some really cool options. If you're quite crafty, you're operating again at that lower volume on an Etsy store or something like that. But what I would say is if you're looking to operate kind of at scale, or if, like me, you don't have a lot of kind of artistic ability, you can look at the next option, which is custom heat transfers. So these are really great, not only operating at volume, but also if you're looking for multicolored or detailed or even photo designs. So what they are essentially is, just move some of my things out of the way. As I said, multicolored detailed designs. Where are you? My multicolored detailed design. There they are. So that's an example of a transfer that's been applied. So if you're looking to order, for example, the same product in a quantity of 10 or more, it's a really great option to use transfers. All you've got to do for this is you don't need a cutting machine. You upload your image, artwork, text, whatever it is, into the design tool, and then they come to you as a ready to press sheet of transfers. So all you've then got to do is kind of cut them out roughly with scissors, pop them on to your t-shirt, press, peel, done. And as I said, you can get those really detailed designs, especially photos. If you're looking at making something like hen do t-shirts or kind of niche, then that's just an example. That is a picture of my cat, actually. So that's a heat transfer, and you can see the quality is incredible and that detail you can get. So again, no weeding. So if you are looking to create even more basic kind of designs, but a higher quantity, so 10 plus, you'll save yourself all the weeding involved. You'll be able to do it a lot quicker because you're not really being paid to weed. So if you're looking to make money, you want to save that effort, that time, have a smoother process. So transfers are definitely something to look into if you're looking at creating 10 or more kind of items at a time. The other way, to use the transfers. So for example, if you're creating personalized items or a lot of different designs, is you can also fill what's known as a gang sheet. So instead of ordering 10 of the same design, you can fill an entire sheet with different designs. It's £34.80 for a jumbo sheet. So that is a massive 55 by 55 sheet. You can get hundreds of designs on there And if you think about it, if you're putting 50 to 100 different designs on that sheet for just £34.80, then it's literally less than £1 for each design. So if you're buying your t-shirts at wholesaler for maybe £2 to £4, and then you've got your transfers, which are costing you less than £1 for each transfer, you're going to make a lot of profit already. So really great options, whether you choose to go for heat transfer vinyl at a lower scale, or if you want to operate on a larger scale or save time, don't want to weed. Maybe you're not kind of artistically gifted, so you don't even have to create your own designs. We do have a library of kind of ready to print designs on there as well. So definitely check those out at HappyFabricTransfers.co.uk. So if you're just joining, I can see a few more people joining, then you'll be able to watch this video, the saved down version, on our YouTube or our Facebook event later today. So don't panic if you've just come in halfway through. And again, we're going to move to some questions in a bit. So if you've got any questions, please feel free to ask. So far we've looked at our key piece of kit, so our heat press, which is going to give us that quality application, that heat, so temperature, time and pressure. We've also looked at where we can get our blank items from, so t-shirts, hoodies, tote bags, all that kind of thing, from places, wholesalers like Rallowise. So you're looking at a cost of around £2 to £4 per t-shirt, depending on kind of the brand, the fit, all sorts of different kind of ideas. You've got lots to choose from wholesalers as well, so you can really get that perfect for your brand kind of materials and different sizes and fits and things. So after the heat press, we looked at our two different options of what we would apply to our garments. So we first looked at heat transfer vinyl. So it either comes in by the meter rolls or different sizes like A4. So that means if you're making a custom design or a lower kind of quantity, or as it comes in, you can get ready with your HTV, cut it on your cutting machine any time of day, quick turnaround for your customer. We also, if you're looking for a special finish as well, so we also talked about glitter, flock HTV, you can get special effects, a kind of holographic, all sorts of different things to work with. Or you can go for heat transfers, so if you're operating at larger quantities or with really fine detail, so cut out the weeding process. And these can arrive to you as well within 2 to 3 days, so still a really quick turnaround for you. But again, depending on what kind of thing you're creating. If you're not sure, if you've worked out what kind of thing you want to create and you're not sure which one to go for, you can always get in touch with us and we'd be happy to help in terms of pointing you in the right direction, kind of cost-wise and efficiency-wise as well. So I'll move to some of the questions. Now I've kind of re-summed up everything. So first of all, what heat press machine is that? So this is our A3 size Happy Press 4, and it's also got that auto open on it. So we've added the additional auto open, which means we've got that peace of mind that it's gonna just open by itself. So do we have any offers on at the moment? Yes, absolutely. And this is something that I will move towards again at the end of this live session. And that is, not only have we got 10% off of everything on the HappyFabric website when you subscribe to our mailing list. So happyfabric.co.uk/subscribe. And then we'll email you a 10% discount code. You can use it on heat press machines, cutting machines. Like I said, we've got a range of silhouette cutters on our website. So all the way from £192 for a smaller cutter, all the way up to the Silhouette Cameo Pro. And that is a huge machine, lots of possibilities on what you can do there. So you can use that 10% discount. Also got bundles available. So if you want to buy a heat press, a cutting machine, your vinyl all together, or even just a heat press and vinyl and accessories, all sorts of different bundles available. If you go to happyfabric.co.uk and under equipment, you'll find our textile printing bundles. So really great discounts and offers there. For example, you can get a Happy Press 4 in A3 and a cutting machine and vinyl accessories for under £1,000. And again, you can use that 10% code as well. So even better, incredible savings. So also got where to find Glow HTV. So this is something we've talked about in a previous live session. As we said, lots of different finishes and colours available in heat transfer vinyl on our website. And one of these is Happy Glow. So you can actually get glow in the dark heat transfer vinyl. So very good one to look into. And in terms of where to find it, it's either on our main drop down of iron on vinyl, or you can search Happy Glow in the search bar and it will pop up. What size press is that? So just been over it, but again, that is the A3 size that I've got here. And what size press do I need? Is it worth getting bigger? So if you're starting a business, I'd absolutely say if you can, if it's right for your space and your price point, always go bigger. Like I said, you can press smaller things on here using heat pillows and things. But it also means that if you did want to do that bigger design or bigger size t-shirt and things like that, you can do so. So 100%, I would personally recommend getting the A3 sizing if it fits within your budget and your workspace. So where do I get transfers? So you can order your custom transfers at happyfabrictransfers.co.uk. But also if you go to the main HappyFabric site, there'll be a button on there as well to lead you to that site if you ever kind of lose the URL or need to get there. So do I have to design my own transfers? So I've actually got a few little examples that I can show you here of different transfers. So yes, you can design your own transfers. If you've got the skill and ability, you could also use a designer like to make those as well. We make a lot of ours on places like Canva or Adobe. But if you're not confident in design, you don't have to be. Again, we've got that nice stock library of transfer designs as well that you can add to your design for a really tiny price. So you can definitely look into that. If you go to that happyfabrictransfers.co.uk and go to any of the products, it will take you to that design tool and you can browse through the library and see what you think. So where to find bundle. So in terms of finding our textile printing bundles, again, go to happyfabric.co.uk and under the equipment section, you can click textile printing bundles and you'll find all sorts of different bundles there. Something to mention as well with the cutting machine, it doesn't just come in white, it also comes in pink for the Cameo 4. So again, if you're looking at a bit of a quirky workspace, we've got pink presses, turquoise presses, or white presses. You've also got the option to have a pink cutting machine as well, which is quite fun. So what finishes do you have for the iron-on vinyl? So the roll I've got here, this is our Happy Flock. So this is a flocked finish, so it's slightly raised and really soft. We've also got our Happy Glitter. So it's got like a crushed glitter effect, really sparkly, but no mess. The glitter does not come off the clothing after you've applied it, so that's really fun. We've got Happy Flex, which is a smooth finish vinyl, so it sits kind of as if it's part of the fabric, so that's really beautiful, and you can layer that nicely as well. So if you did want to get that kind of multicolour finish without using the transfers, you can layer up your HTV as well. Obviously, it's a longer process, bit more effort and material, but it can be done. We've also got Happy Fashion, which is that special effect vinyl. We've got Happy Pattern, so patterned effect vinyl, so animal prints and things like that. Also got a Happy Glow, so glow in the dark. We've got so many different finishes. We've also got Happy Flex Stretch and Metallics, which can be applied to swimwear and gym wear to stretch with the fabrics. So many to choose from, so I really would recommend going online and browsing all of our different finishes and colours. So lots to choose from in terms of iron-on vinyl. So that's all the questions I can see. Let me just double check. Yep, that is all the questions I can see from today. But just to recap, as a key piece of kit, you'll want a heat press that can control that temperature, time and pressure. Our Happy presses start at just £360. Again, you can even apply that 10% discount when you subscribe to our mailing list. And then we move over to heat transfer vinyl, which you'll need a cutting machine for. Lots of accessories for this as well. So that weeding tool that we looked at, this is our LED weeding tool. So a really, really clever piece of kit. So it's got a light on the end so you can really see the lines you've cut out in order to weed away that excess vinyl. We've got cutting mats available on our website, the heat pillows that we talked about as well, and sometimes these are included in the heat printing bundles on the website. So have a browse through and see which one matches the kit that you're looking to purchase. So you've got the cutting machines, different size, and kind of different sizes of cutting machines, a couple of different colors to choose from as well, depending on what sort of thing you're creating. We've also got these heat transfers as well. So definitely take a look at our heat transfer site, some of the things you could possibly make, and then you can make that decision on what kind of things you'll be creating and which material is the best for you. But those real key pieces to look at is getting your blanks from a wholesaler like Rallowise and investing in that all-important heat press. So as I said, Happy Press 4, absolutely perfect for the job. You can even get that auto-open feature. So really premium quality and premium features on this press. And it comes in 3 different colors. So that's it from me for today. If you do have any more questions, if you're watching this later on, please do leave any in the comments. You can also reach us via the contact form on our website, so happyfabric.co.uk, which is where you can find the heat presses we talked about, the heat transfer vinyl, a link to the transfer website, also the cutting machines. So everything you need to start your business from home can be found on that website. So I hope this was really helpful for everybody that came along today. Good luck with starting and launching your business. As ever, do get in touch if you have any more questions. I'll see you next week for our next live stream event.